there, yarn lovers, it's Gary and I'm coming to you from Vancouver, Canada. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's Thursday, December 3rd, 2020, and this is video number 83. It's been over a week since I podcasted, and there is reason for that. I want to jump into that a little later on in the episode, but I have a regular format of showing you some works in progress, showing you some whips. I have my Make 9 card that I've completed and I want to share that with you. I also have a little bit of an experimental piece that is not fully realized yet, but I do want to share that with you along the way, because it does include you guys. So I'm interested to hear your feedback, and yeah, so we'll jump into all of those things. If you're happening upon this channel for the very first time, hi, my name is Gary. Welcome. I'm the host of Urban Yarn, and this channel has been set up to address all of my yarn adventures, like I would say my crochet, my knitting, my hand dyeing, which I haven't done in forever, but there is news on that, and acquisition. So where I buy my yarn, my tools of my craft, where I get them from, so either online or in store. And I have been visiting my Michaels for my squishy therapy, but haven't purchased anything. Oh, I do tell a fib. I did buy a latch hook because the latch hook that I received from a Herrschners promotional craft kit did not come with a latch hook. So I got that, and now that's ready to go out the door to one of my friends that I'm gonna gift that to. Yeah, so if all of that stuff is of interest to anyone who is new, please stick around. Think about giving me a thumbs up, which is the thumb up button down below, and joining us here amongst our fiber friends by clicking the subscribe button. And to my fiber friends returning, welcome back. Great to see everyone. I hope you've all been safe. Here in Vancouver, it is quite a grey day, so the lighting is cool lighting, so we're just going to bear with that. Let's get started and jump into the podcast. First of all, finished objects. Well, I alluded to this on my Instagram and in the intro of this video of these cute little guys. Look at them. They are adorable. So these are going to be for my nieces. I crafted them up. I've been making spa kits for Christmas gifts, and I got a good head start on them because I needed to. Some of them have been sent to Australia, and I found out that Australia post, like from Canada to Australia, it takes 21 days or thereabouts. So I had to go crazy and finish those off this week. At the beginning of the week, I finished off the Australia gifts, but these ones are for my nieces here in Vancouver, and I really loved making them. Now, the pattern is from a kit, and the kit was gifted to me. It was in Herrschners Known for the Holidays promotion, a box that came on my doorstep from Herrschners, and it wasn't I guess affiliated. It wasn't affiliated partnership to receive this box. It was just a gift of joy that Herrschners had sent me, and thank you, Herrschners. I really appreciate that. And I created these from a kit, and I'll show you the kit. This is what it looks like, and this is available if you're interested in getting the pattern and the materials for it. It doesn't come with a crochet hook, but it does come with all the yarn and the pattern in this plastic reusable bag, which is awesome. And it says that you can make 6 color combination varieties of fish face cloths or washcloths. And so I've made 2 of them, and I will continue to make the other 4. But for now, I just wanted to show you these are what I've done. Absolutely had so much fun working these up. The scrubby yarn that it uses is quite a soft, it's not that abrasive. So for gentler skin or sensitive skin for children, it will be quite a nice, I guess, gentle surface for soft skin, and it also comes with the 100% cotton in several colors. So yeah, I took a few evenings to complete them. I did them in separate stages. So in a 2-hour window slot, I did the bodies, and then another evening I did the extremities, and then a third evening I did the eyes on each side and sewed them on. And they call this embroidery. I don't really know what it is, but I just stitched the smiles onto the fish. Really, really cute. And I will be setting a box up for each of the nieces here in Canada and finishing those. So really excited about that. Now, the other thing that I did, I mentioned that I sent a whole box of face cloths kits to Australia, and those were gifts for my Australian people. And I just want to showcase what I've done with the boxes here, so that you can get a sense of what you can do if you're thinking of doing something similar. So this is box 1 for one person. It has a bar of soap here, a hand towel, and then 3 face washcloths. And I'll just pull out one of the face washcloths so you can see what it looks like on this middle one here. I followed an online tutorial, and I'll link the tutorial down below in the description box. So if you want to try an interesting pattern, it is quite a nice textured pattern, and that's the size of it. It's probably around 4.5 inches by 4.5 inches with a little loop there for hanging your face cloth onto a peg in the bathroom so it can dry out. And the hand towel is like double the size, so in length. So it's sort of similar in 4.5 inches, and it goes all the way down to 9 inches. So it's a little longer using the same stitch. So yeah, that's one of the boxes. Here's another box here for 2 people, and I've laid this one out a little different. The boxes that I purchased were from Dollarama here in Canada. You might have something called the Dollar Tree where they sell boxes, or a dollar store or Poundland if it's a craft store in Europe where you can get them. Now these are really inexpensive. They come with a lid, and the larger boxes were $2. The smaller one that I showcased first was $1.50. So yeah, I've got two bars of soap there, one in this kind of greyish colour and one in a white. The nice thing about it is that if you choose a nice fragrant soap like a lavender or something more spa-inducive like an eucalyptic or eucalyptus scent, when the box is open, it does smell really, really nice and festive. So yeah, we've got a hand towel here, hand towel there, and 3 face cloths. And what I had done a couple videos back is I did an experiment to see how well the cotton items hold up with washing and use in lukewarm water. So I was curious to know how much water retention that they had, whether they sudded up well, and how they held up their shape. So if you're interested in looking at that video, I will include it down in the description box as well. So here's one person box here with a bar of soap, a hand towel, which is the longer version, and 3 face cloths. And this one you saw me complete in a previous video where I show you how to pack the box, and it's for a 2-person household, so a gift for 2 people. 2 bars of soap there, and this one doesn't have any hand towel, but it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 face cloths. Really, really enjoyed making those, and they turned out really nice. I can't wait to gift those to people, and yeah, we will see how well they get received. So that's the finished items that I have to share with you. Now moving on to my works in progress, I only really have one. It's more of an update, and I know a few of you have been interested in finding out how my gift is going for hubby, and it's the Hey Handsome knit cardigan. And what I have is some work completed. I'm almost there, and I completed the back panel. I believe I was probably around 3 inches down here somewhere away from binding off and completing this panel. So this is it here. And the white thread that you see, or the gray thread that you see going through here, is just a lifeline. So if at this point, if I was to pin it together and get him to try it on, if it's not the right fit, I can then rip it back to this point and know that I will have all of my stitches saved at this point, and I can reinsert my needles and re-knit if I need to. So that will pull out at the end, or roughly towards when I'm satisfied that the fit is good. And same here with the front 2 panels. Because it's a cardigan, there is a left and right panel for the front, and here it is here. So this is, what is that? Right, this is the right panel. And again, the lifeline is just there just for safekeeping the stitches until I'm ready. And this is the left panel. And they're all bound off now, so they're ready to be put together. The center will have a band, like I think it's 12 stitches in the band that runs up along the inside, around the neck, and down the other side. So that's where the buttons will be stitched on or sewn on. And if you're interested in this pattern, I will also include it down in the description box as well. It is a free pattern from Yarnspiration, and it's called Hey Handsome Knit Cardigan. Where I'm at with that, I'm housing the working parts in this project bag here, and it was wonderfully gifted to me from our friend Emmy Phillips. Hi Emmy. And it has a very spicy, fun message on it that reads, "I rescue yarn, I'm kind of a hero." I love that. And it is a drawstring bag made from, or designed from, Erin Lane. It's one of Emmy's most favorite designers in project bags. And I'll include her shop down below if it is Etsy. I think it might be Etsy. So here we have the start of the sleeves, and I'm showing you the back side. That's what cables look like on the reverse, just so you're interested, because I see a lot of tutorials that show the beautiful side of things, and they kind of neglect to show what the other side looks like. So this is what cables look like in the reverse, or the reverse side. This is the front side here. And these are the sleeves. So I'm working them up in tandem. Love that brilliant piece of advice from one of my YouTubers, or several of YouTubers actually, that mentioned that to me, to work them up in tandem. And as you can see, my progress keepers, or they're actually stitch markers that say where I've done my increases. Because I'm working the sleeves up from the bottom to the attachment arm bits up here, it's getting bigger as it goes up, and you can see that I got distracted and my increases did not follow sync, but it's only a stitch in between the inch there to catch up, so I'm not really ripping it back. It's going to be just fine. So yeah, that is being worked on, and I hope that I can get it done within the next, say, 10 days. It will be a beautiful gift to give hubby at Christmas time. Yes, it would be lovely. So brings me to the point of one of the things that I was making the cardigan for was hubby's birthday, which happened to be last week. And it didn't make it for the birthday, so I said to him, I have to get it done for Christmas. I'm super sorry. So that was part of the ongoings of the week that transpired. We celebrated Hubby's birthday and made a nice meal. Actually, I didn't make it. I picked it up. That's right. I went to a yummy Lebanese place where they had packed it up all the food, and it was just a pickup, and we brought it home, or I brought it home, and we sat down to a lovely meal of Lebanese delights, and there was hummus and different spreads like baba ganoush and all the pita bread that we could ever dream of. Olives, I love olives. Oh my goodness, the saltier the better. And we celebrated it. And the gift that I had to give him was just we love rum and eggnog, so I got him a nice fancy rum that we can put into our eggnog when we're celebrating. And I'm just noticing that that was like the fourth siren that happened. This is what happens when you live downtown. You don't even recognize that things like sirens are zooming by the window, because after a while you get so used to it. Yeah, so the other thing that happened that was ongoing for the week was I got an email from our community centre. Now, our community centre has been shut down since March of last year. So we're clocking up almost 12 months. And we had word from our, I believe it's the BC Health Ministry or Minister, that we were going back into a couple of stages of, I guess, the COVID restrictions. So the community centre found out that they were indefinitely going to be locked down. And we got an email from the pottery division of the community centre that they would like us to come and retrieve all of our personal belongings, because they couldn't see any, I guess, changes for the foreseeable future that they would be opening and operating. And it was a little sad. I had to go down, and we were a lot of times to go into the studio and collect our stuff. So it almost felt like there wasn't going to be a reopening. It was almost like sayonara bye, kind of, you know, for a long time. And so that was, it was great to see people's faces that I hadn't seen in a long time, even though that there were only two of us in the room, given the amount of, I guess, the social or physical distancing that we had to adhere to. So I brought back my box of goods, and so I had some glazes, I had some unfinished work that had been bisqued but not fired. And yeah, so I have that in a box now here at home in my study. There was also Black Friday where I purchased some things. Yes, I did get suckered into taking part of some amazing sales, and they're yet to arrive. They haven't arrived yet, but one has, and it's from Knit Picks, and they were having a Felici, I guess, discount on Felici yarn, and I got the worsted weight variety of the Felici yarn, and normally it comes in a sock weight, but this limited edition was around in a worsted weight, so I thought, oh, I'll jump in there because there is a discount on that. I'll show you that in another video. So I got those, and I got some bare yarn from Knit Picks as well. Yay! So in a little bit, I'm hoping in a week that will arrive, and I can jump in the kitchen and do some dyeing of yarn. Can't wait for that. The other thing that I got was my first Premiere purchase, because here in Canada, I love all of the discounts and sales that are either on Premiere or Line Brand. So I've added them into my cart thinking this is great, I'm actually saving. But then on the checkout, the cost of even, I'm going to say 10 to 12 balls of yarn, it's maybe a couple of pounds of yarn, like 2 pounds at the most, I think. They are asking for about 30 Canadian dollars to ship that. And so a lot of the times when I box those items in, I kind of think, well, the yarn is worth only $20 and the posting is $30. So I end up not going through with the purchase. But this Premier had a sale on top of their discounted yarn. So there was the regular clearance price that they had, but then they had a 20% site-wide off all yarns. And I thought, well, you know what, just pay for the shipping. It doesn't matter, because this savings that I'm making for this purchase is probably going to bring the shipping down to something that's more reasonable. And so that's on its way. I can't wait to get my first Premier package from Premier. So yeah, that catches you up on the ongoings of what's been going on. Ooh. Okay, so the thing that I want to showcase now is something that's in the works. It hasn't been fully realized or developed yet, but it's a bit of merchandise for Urban Yarn. And this is one of the items that arrived. I actually ordered two things. I ordered a tote bag that I'm going to call a project bag, and a t-shirt. And I haven't really realized the visuals yet on what I'm going to do with Urban Yarn and commemorating, I guess, some merch. But this is what I threw together on a t-shirt. And it really printed up well. So I think what I wanted to just explore here with this small purchase that I made was to see how the results were with the quality of the t-shirt and the printing on top of it. So it caught a lot of things that were really, really intricate in detail on this fabric. So I'm happy with the results. I just need to now think about what I want to put on there. I want to get your opinion as well. And okay, because, you know, art and design is very subjective, so I will take everyone's consideration into, you know, I guess it's like a personal preference of choice. There's no right or wrong with design, but what do you think about the crisp, clean cut edge around this t-shirt? Hubby thought that perhaps maybe it was a little bit too stark, that it felt like it was you know, it didn't really relate to the fabric too much. And I agree with him. And I don't know, I'm gonna have another run at it so that you can see more of the fabric behind the design as well, so it's more integrated into the design of the t-shirt. I just wanted to get your opinion on what you feel makes a great t-shirt design. So the next thing I have is the Make 9. Let's jump into that. The card is completed, and I'm going to move to the side here because I think this screen is going to be taken up by the blocks that I've created. Placing into the blocks are the actual designs. If you've not heard of the Make 9 card, a few of YouTubers out there who have created their own Make 9 cards that I was inspired to join in and do my own, is that throughout the course of 12 months you choose 9 patterns that you want to try out. Now these are patterns that, for me, it's going to be ones that I've wanted to do for a long time, or I've not felt comfortable enough yet at the stage of what I know how to do in my knit or crochet, that I'm going to choose some challenges. And yeah, so I put it together, and there's no stress in this. You pick it up and complete them to as the best of the ability you can. You might complete one, you might complete none. But it's all just to explore as well the level of challenge that you want. And yeah, so let's get stuck into the ones that I've chosen. I'm going to sit on this side here and get my little card. My notes are here. So I'll just put it up here. So number one, I'm going to start off from the top left corner, is Ridge Ripples Scarf by Tina Whitmore. It's a knit pattern, and that's going to challenge me to, I believe it's brioche or ribbing that actually has meandering ridges. Love that. Rivers Shawl is number 2 by Rich Textures Crochet, and it's a crochet pattern that is using a lovely wave formation, which I haven't done before. And then the third one on the top is, hi! I think that was my letter carrier. So that was my letter carrier that knocked on my door. I ran to go and have a look and see what she had left me. And it was a package from our Penny Bolton. Hello, Penny. It arrived. I haven't opened it yet. I'm just sitting, it's sitting there right beside me in front of me, and I will open that on another podcast. I probably will sneak a look before I open it on the podcast. But let's get back to the Make 9 card. Where was I at? Oh my God. I need to settle down. So number 3 here is not a complete pattern, but it is a series of stitches that make up the row repeats of open lace work. And what we have here is 2060 open work and lace by the design group called My Pico. And it is crochet pattern. I'm challenging myself to do my first lace work, and that's the one that I've chosen. Number 4 is a brioche hat, which is a knit hat by, I'm gonna probably pronounce the surname incorrectly here because there's lots of hyphens and dots and accents above letters. And it is by Cisco Say Pakivi. Now all of these design and designers I'm going to be linking down below, so if I'm kind of butchering names, I do apologize. They are kind of different from, I guess, what I'm used to reading, and it is from a Novita, which I believe is a publication of maybe Knit. It's a publication of Knitted, like a magazine, and that's where it's been published. So really enjoy wanting to keep the brioche capabilities of reading my stitches alive, so I've chosen that pattern, and learning how to decrease in brioche will be something that I'm interested in taking on as well. So number 5 here is a 3-color cashmere cowl by Yohi Locatelli, and it's a knit pattern. I won't be doing mine in cashmere because I can't afford it, but also I think because I'm probably going to be learning along the way as well, I wouldn't want to use an expensive yarn like cashmere for this, so I will bust through my stash. I do have some mohair or angora, so that might make its way into the wool blend or the piece. I just love the way that it's all different styles of textures within the cowl, and it is quite a long tube as well. Number 6 here is Waistcoat Basket by Stephanie Jessica Lau, and it's a crocheted piece. Now, I have done some crocheted square baskets in square panels that I have sewn together, and they never really worked quite well. They always they sagged, so I'm looking to replace those to hold or house my scrap yarn. And these waistcoat baskets look very, very pretty. They do have a interesting stitch work that I've never done before called the single reverse crochet. So that's when you reverse crochet across your row, and I've never done that, so that will be a new thing for me. Number 7 here is called Hidden Diamonds Hat, and it is my first attempt at mosaic color work in crochet, so I've added that to my Make 9 list as well, and it's by Kim Clark. Number 8 here is a sweater that I've been longing to do for the longest time. I purchased this pattern ages ago, thinking to myself that I would actually embark on this at some point in my knitting lifespan, and It uses a fleece stitch, which is, I think it's called fleece stitch, where you spec the second color across the garment so that it looks like little dots around the solid color bit. And then the yoke at the top has beautiful Norwegian or Icelandic motifs. And I am probably going to butcher this name as well, again, because it is something that I have never seen before as a word. It is called 5004 or 50-04 Setestalgenser, and it's by Herrschners Design. The last one is, oh yeah, so my little niece loved her sweater so much from this year. That was a scrappy sweater that I made in raglan style, that I decided that I'm going to make her one every year. So my 2021 little niece sweater, it is kind of like a Fair Isle colorwork yoke, and it's beautiful. It does look challenging, but I love the sleeves, how there's so much color in the sleeves. It's called the Caramel Denim Fair Isle by Fiona Alice, and that is also a knit pattern. And that concludes my choices in my Make 9 2021 card. Yeah, I'll let that go away, and now I can move back into the center because I was sort of sitting on the edge of the seat there. So yeah, if you're interested in joining along in any of those makes, all the details will be down below. Some of them are paid for patterns. Some were in magazines that I purchased the whole magazine PDF to get the pattern out of. Yeah, some of them are for free. So the next little while, maybe in the month or two, as I am approaching starting some of these, I will have so much fun going in through my stash and choosing the yarn that will gel well with the patterns, and I'll take you along the way with me. And if you are inspired to join along in any of the makes, please do. I will love the company. So yeah, what else do I have to tell you about? I think that catches you up on everything. The only fun thing that I have this week on my language lost in translation to tell you about is that YouTube believes I'm French. I don't know why. Canadian French, to be more precise. So about 2 months ago, my English ads that I watch from the YouTubers that are partnershipped off with YouTube to play ads, decided to switch me over from English to French ads. So I am learning French along the way, which is awesome. And I don't know why they have done that, but I believe perhaps the analytics have tried to decipher, because I do have issues with when they are notating my, I guess, closed captioning, or they're captioning my videos, is they get half of my words wrong that I'm trying to say, especially yarn lovers. Can you believe that? I don't know. They think that I'm saying young lovers, and maybe that's French for something. I don't know, but I thought I'd just let you in on that little fun fact. So that catches you up on everything for the week. I do apologize for coming in late here, but yeah, a lot had been going on for the course of the week. We will catch you up in the next podcast. Have a safe week and weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.